And good evening, sports fans. It is February 6, 2015. We are at South Lyon East High School for the second meeting of these two crosstown rivals. This time we're in the Cougar Dome, as the Cougars took the first meeting in an instant classic nail-biter by 1 point earlier in January of this year. And the Lions will be looking for revenge tonight. South Lyon East comes in 2-5 in the KLAA Central, 4-8 overall. South Lyon struggling a bit this year at 1-6 in the KLAA Central and 2-10 overall. I encourage you to stick around. We should be in for a great game based on the first meeting of these two. Nice play there by Jalen near in the paint and marked out of bounds. It'll be Lion ball. Joe Newman brings it up for the Lions, now finds 34. That's Nick Flynn. Brought up, I'd say right around the new year from the JV squad. Nice pass there to Anton, scooping from near, now the give back. Nice block there by number 40. Josh Smith for the Cougars. Loose ball, foot race, and foul whistled on number 11. That'll be Joe Newman's first. We are still scoreless, 6:23 to play first quarter. Scooping in the Lions on the attack. Now Newman for a long two off the mark. First quarter of play being brought to you by Avis Ford Credit Crew. Good credit, bad credit, no problem. Check them out at aviscreditcrew.com. They have one of the lowest rejection rates in the state of Michigan. Again, that's aviscreditcrew.com. They'll get you in that reliable vehicle, get you back and forth to work. Handle these harsh winters in Michigan. .54 and counting to play first quarter. We're still scoreless on February 6, 2015 at South Lyon East High School. Outside shot from Remstad off the mark. Rebounded by 32, Luke Trent. Outside, tried to kick it back at a timeout. Doug Host and the Lions would like to talk things over. Exactly 5.5 left to play. We'd like to mention our other first quarter sponsors, highlevelmarketing.com. They can improve your website you already have or start from scratch and get you that #1 search result on Google. That's High Level Marketing at highlevelmarketing.com. Also would like to mention South Lyon Collision and southlyoncollision.net. They're servicing all aspects of collision repair for over 30 years in the heart of downtown South Lyon. South Lyon Collision houses a full-service body repair, mechanical garage, paint shop, interior-exterior detail department. From beginning to end, South Lyon Collision is capable of restoring nearly totaled vehicles to like-new condition, utilizing their state-of-the-art facilities and highly qualified technicians. South Lyon Collision accepts all insurance work. They are proud to offer a lifetime warranty on all work they perform. Check them out at southlyoncollision.net or give them a call at 437-6100. Back to this first quarter of play now after the South Lyon timeout. Approaching the 5-minute mark, we are still scoreless. In case you're new to the high school basketball circuit, they play 4 8-minute quarters. So we're just 3 minutes into this one, and both teams struggling a little bit to get the offense going today. Off the back of the glass and good. That's 23. Jalen Neer gets the Lions on the board, 2-0. ball from the corner, off the back of the iron. Rumstad trying to create some room and whistled for the charge. 4:22 remaining first quarter. Being brought to you by Avis Ford Credit Crew. Good credit, bad credit, no problem. Check them out at aviscreditcrew.com. Also highlevelmarketing.com. And of course, South Lyon Collision, a South Lyon staple. And a staple of helping bring you South Lyon sports for over 30 years. South Lyon Collision. Just over the halfway point through this first quarter, Lions lead the Cougars 2-0. Lions have been whistled for 4 fouls. East yet to be called for a foul. Wide open down low, could not finish. Good chance there for Chris Job. Inbounded by number 32, Luke Trent. .329 left to play in this first quarter. South Lyon leading it 2-0 over South Lyon East at the Cougar Dome. At the corner of 10 Mile Road and Johns Road. Near off the right side, finds some room in the lane, now outside to scoop it. Returns the pass to Near, and he will now bounce pass to Nate Weidman for a moment, but now back to Newman. Pass down low to Scoopin, and it's good. 4-0 Lions lead it. 2.5 to play. First quarter being brought to you by Avis Ford and the Avis Ford Credit Crew. High Level Marketing at highlevelmarketing.com. And a whistle and a turnover on the foul. And also bringing you this first quarter of play, South Lyon Collision and southlioncollision.net. Go and see Gary Fagan for all your bumps and bruises on that vehicle. Weidman cross court now to 42. That's Chris Job. Near bounce pass got away from him. And a nice stop for the Cougar defense. Outside look, hits it, 32, Luke Trent hits the Cougars off the schneid. Your score is 4-3, Lions lead it in a slow first quarter for the offense on both squads. Nice look for Weidman, no good. Now a chance for the Cougars to take the lead after being held scoreless for the first 6 minutes of this first quarter. Minute 27 left to play here in the first quarter. East leads it the South Lyon Lions lead it 4-3. 5 fouls for the Lions, 1 foul for the Cougars. Jackson Curry inbounding for South Lyon, gets it into Super. Quick bounce pass. Nice dish to find 42, Chris Jobe. 6'3" South Lyon from way outside, left it just a little bit short. Not a bad look at it for Trent Willenborg from the far right side. Pass down low to the near. He's going to look to back it out and a whistle. We'll turn it over with 49.5 seconds left to play in this first quarter, being brought to you by High Level Marketing and highlevelmarketing.com. South Lyon Collision at southlyoncollision.net. And of course, our good friends at Avis Ford and the Avis Ford Credit Crew. Some room. Oh, turned over. Attentive play there by 42. As this first quarter will wind down, under 25 seconds to play. Outside shot, no good. Put back off the high glass, gets it to go. 8-3, South Lyon leads it. Four seconds, 2 seconds now, and that's gonna do it. I don't know if he got it off in time, he did not. Again, I'd like to mention our first quarter sponsors, Avis Ford Credit Crew at aviscreditcrew.com, highlevelmarketing.com, and South Lyon Collision, bringing you that first quarter of play. South Lyon leads South Lyon East 8-3. Underway here in the second quarter at South Lyon East High School. Beautiful facility. Lions able to fight through there, and Weidman gets it to go. And the Lions now jump to a 7-point lead, 10-3, as the East offense has been sluggish here early on. Knocked out of bounds by the Lions. Mention our second quarter sponsors, Moose Ridge Golf Course. Golf season may be over, but Moose Ridge features a beautiful Montana Lodge style clubhouse, perfect for wedding receptions and parties. Call the Pro Shop at 248-446-9030 to schedule your outings and events, and check them out at mooseridgegolf.com. Bringing you this second quarter of play is number 24, Trent Willenborg. Cuts the Lion lead to 5 with that bucket. Nice pass off the right baseline and a quick answer from Chris Jobe. Outside look for 3, had a little strong on it. Nice look from Alden Witchman. Had a good look at it from right in front of us here. Another great showing from both student sections here on our early start, a bucket and a foul for Joey Newman. Good to see Newman getting things going. 14-5, South Lyon leads it. Shot for the 3-point play. Very nice start for the number 42, Chris Jobe, the youngster they brought up. Newman knocks down the free throw, making it 15-5. Lions lead the Cougars in this second of two meetings between these two crosstown rivals. Nice bucket there. Sarkis Dagley. And a whistle. Also mention South Lyon Orthodontics, one of our longest tenured sponsors. Such an amazing group of people working over there, a great front office. Since 1999, Dr. Guerin and her team have helped their patients get beautiful smiles and a warm, family-friendly atmosphere. The entire team is dedicating to making their patients' orthodontic experience comfortable, enjoyable, and rewarding. SouthLyonOrthodontics.net bringing you the second quarter of play on February 6, 2015 at South Lyon East High School, where your score is South Lyon 15, South Lyon East 7. Just under 6 minutes to play in the second quarter, and coast to coast for Josh Smith to cut the Lion lead to 6, 15-9. And a whistle here on the near side. Super working the right side, backs it out now. Nick Flynn on the floor also for South Lyon, another sophomore brought up. Nice shot there. South Lyon bounces back to an 8-point lead, 17-9. Scrapping for it down there low. Nice putback after the loose ball from 24, Trent Willenborg. That's a name we've heard over here for a little while. Trent in his senior season now. Nice shot there. Getting the Lions back up 9, 20-11. But back to the thought there on Trent Willenborg. Definitely one of the better athletes we've seen come through over here at South Lyon East in his final game against South Lyon tonight. Stosh Schlesky and Tim Richards, also seniors for the South Lyon East team. Approaching the halfway point of this second quarter, South Lyon leads it 20-11 over South Lyon East. Second quarter being brought to you by Moose Ridge Golf Course. Outside look, no good. And South Lyon Orthodontics, located in Kings Plaza in downtown South Lyon. Three ball, good. 32, Luke Trent. And the good news for the Cougars is they got Luke Trent coming back next year. He had a huge game against South Lyon in the first game. And the Lions catch a break as it hit the official and stayed in bounds. Of course, the East bench losing their mind over it, but they'll have to get over it quickly, as the Lions have a 6-point lead and the ball. Newman backs it out for three to Job. Splash down! I'm sorry, that was Nick Flynn, 34. Great shot from the youngster, putting the Lions up 9 with 3 minutes to play in the second quarter. Outside look, actually not a bad one for 24, Willenborg. Long two ball off the mark. Super gonna run with it, he's got numbers. Nice pass to Scoop in, and the bucket, and the block is called. And the Lions go up 25-14 with a chance to add to it. 2:44 remaining second quarter. Being brought to you by South Lyon Orthodontics and SouthLyonOrthodontics.net and Moose Ridge Golf Course and MooseRidgeGolf.com. Does not get the free throw to drop. So the Lion lead will stay at 11. Three ball off the back of the iron, attempted by 32, Luke Trent. Offensive rebound by Kyle Ziegler, and a foul. 2:22 remaining in this second quarter. Lions 25, Cougars 14. Lions looking for just their second division win. Coming in 1-6. South Lyon East comes in 2-5 in the KLAA Central. South Lyon ball. .2:18 left to play, second quarter, 25-14 your score, Lions leading it. Being brought to you by Moose Ridge Golf Course and South Lyon Orthodontics. The bank shot and a timeout, South Lyon East. The Lions lead it 27-14 with 1:50 to play here in the second quarter. .145 left to play in this second quarter. East looking to cut into this South Lyon lead. They lead it by 13. That was a good shot from the outside, no good. Another one. In and out, and now a foul away from the ball. Called on Trent Willenborg. And with that foul, the Lions will actually get a 1-and-1. Jalen Neer heads to the line, and the East coaching staff would like an explanation. Neer hits the first, putting the Lions up 14 now, 28-14. Looking like a football score over here. Hits them both. Lions will go up 15 now with under 1.5 minutes to go in this second quarter, being brought to you by Moose Ridge Golf Course and South Lyon Orthodontics. Whistled for the foul, will send East to the line. hits the first. 29-15 now with 1:19 to play in the second. This is the second, and a nice rebound by 32, Brandon Pradle. And Alex Supersinski will bring it up for South Lyon, number 21. .45 seconds and counting left in this second quarter. Lions leading at 29-15. They're in no hurry, will probably hold for the last shot. Near inside, nice look, and draws the call with 36.2 left in the second quarter. Rebounded by Willenborg. They got 30 seconds to try and cut into the South Lyon lead. 30-15. Big play by Near. .4 remaining in the second quarter, being brought to you by South Lyon Orthodontics and Moose Ridge Golf Course. South Lyon with a chance to add to their 15-point lead before the break. Ziegler whistled for the foul. 23 seconds left to play second quarter. Things have slowed down mightily here at the end of the half. Soup misses the first. Hits the second. 31-15, 23 seconds left in the first half. Ziegler on the far side now. Tried to pass it back out. South Lyon ball with 3.3 left. Near to inbound, hits Super. Gets it off, no good. At the end of the first half, South Lyon leads South Lyon East 31-15. We'll be back with the second half of action here at South Lyon East High School in a moment. Welcome back to South Lyon East High School sports fans. We are just underway in the third quarter. South Lyon leads South Lyon East 31-16. 7:52 remaining to play in the third quarter. Being brought to you by the historic South Lyon Hotel. No trip to South Lyon is complete without a stop at the historic South Lyon Hotel. Check out their new menu when you're coming through South Lyon for all the great Kensington Lakes sports action. Nice pass down low to Scoop in and a foul. Willenborg whistled for that one. Scoop it will head to the line, looking to add to the South Lyon lead. As we mentioned, our other third quarter sponsors, Kim Champ, Real Estate Specialist, 248-417-0737 or KimChamp.com. The Kensington Lakes area is one of the fastest growing communities in the country. You'd have to be crazy to not have Kim Champ as your real estate specialist. She's been living and working in the Kensington Lakes area for over 25 years. That's Kim Champ, multi-million-dollar producer, real estate specialist, 248-417-0737 or at KimChamp.com. 34-17 your score here early on in the third quarter. Nice pass, intercepted by Newman, and he's taken out. Turned into a small football game down there for a moment. Number 4, Kyle Ziegler, whistled for the call, or the foul. (34-17). The Lions have doubled up the Cougars so far. Nice bounce pass down low, uncontested bucket for Remstad. Things have started to get a little bit more physical here in the second half, and just outside camera shot, we saw Doug Host pointing to his head, reminding the South Lyon Lions to make sure they keep their head in the game here, although they have a large lead. Nice putback off the glass. Is really just a tip-up. Willenborg, the senior, 6:43 to play third quarter. South Lyon 36, South Lyon East 19. Willenborg will head to the line. And he hits. 16-point lead now for South Lyon. 6:40 and counting to play third quarter. Being brought to you by Kim Champ, Real Estate Specialist, 248-417-0737 or KimChamp.com. And of course the historic South Lyon Hotel. Another staple of the South Lyon community, helping us bring you this great high school sports action on Kensington Lakes Sports and KLSTV.com. Nice bucket there. Outside, look, 3-ball, good. 15, Stash Schleski with a big 3-ball. Maybe spark this Cougar offense, as they're down 15 with 6 minutes to play in the third. Remstad off the left side, lost the handle on it, but it last was, oh, actually they got a foul called there. Don't know how much of a foul that was. We'll send Remstad to the line though. Remstad, oh, an offensive board, and it's going to foul. Chris Job. Chance at the three-point play. 5 early fouls for East. That is really going to make it difficult for them to dig their way out of this hole, as Job will hit the three-point play. 42-23, 5:47 to play, third quarter. Being brought to you by the historic South Lyon Hotel. No trip to South Lyon is complete without a stop at the historic South Lyon Hotel. Check out their new menu this winter. when you're coming through South Lyon for all the great Kensington Lake sports action. And of course, Kim Champ, Real Estate Specialist, 248-417-0737 or KimChamp.com. She's one of the best in the business at what she does. And that's getting you in a house you love or selling a house you don't love. .545 and counting to play, third quarter. Matt Boyer on camera. I'm Dan Pelchat. We thank you very much for joining us on February 6th, 2015 from South Lyon East High School in this crosstown rival matchup between the Cougars and the Lions. Lions with a comfortable 19-point lead. 5:33 left to play now here in the third. Being brought to you by the South Lyon Hotel and Kim Champ, Real Estate Specialists at KimChamp.com. Nice lead pass to Newman. He'll slow it up and wait for reinforcements. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line. He hits Nick Flynn. A nice stroke there from the youngster. Pulled up, jumper, bam. And another turnover. Newman all over the loose ball. Nice lead pass to Remstad, and he'll spot up. And a walk called on 22 Remstad. Lost his footing, and instead of getting whistled for the travel, just threw it up. Actually had a pretty decent shot. Cougars starting to lose a little bit of their composure here as they trail by 21 about midway through the third quarter. Newman's attempt no good. Willenborg with the board. He'll head back the other way. East offense has got to get something going. Credit to the Lion defense, though. They have been stout tonight, creating lots of turnovers, even though they came out early in the first half and were facing some foul issues. 4.5 remaining in this third quarter. South Lyon 44, South Lyon East 23. Pass nearly got away. Willenborg off the glass and the foul. What a great play by the senior, who you know has got to be frustrated being down 19, keeping his head and making some plays to try and get this team back in it. Willenborg completes the three-point play. 44-26 your score now. 4:22 remaining in the third. Good to see you, Mr. Henson. Assistant football coach Henson in the building tonight. Always great to see those guys. Fantastic season for South Lyon football this past season, finishing 8-1, winning the KLAA Central Division, winning the Kensington Lakes Conference over Plymouth Canton, and losing in a heartbreaker on Halloween night, on maybe one of the coldest Halloweens you've ever seen, at Walled Lake Western by an extra point in the first round. A couple of those guys on this basketball team, Joey Newman, one of them. Anton Skupin was the quarterback. Jalen Neer played wide receiver. I believe that's it. Hopefully we're not missing anybody. 3:55 remaining third quarter. South Lyon leads it 44-26 as we have a timeout on the floor. Double dribble whistled on Remstad on the baseline. Turns it over, and East, they got 8 minutes in the fourth and about 3:52 to play in the third. They've got to get something going offensively. Willenborg's got to be the starter. Tough break there as he wasn't able to get that to drop on a quality chance. Remstad creates some space, finds Soup. Super now all alone off the right side. What a great play by number 21, Alex Supersinski, listed at 5'8" here on my roster, but nice play in isolation there to get the bucket. 46-26, South Lyon leads it. 2:54 and counting third quarter. 3-point attempt, no good. Rebounded by Scoopin and dish to Super. Tough shot, no good. Willenborg all alone, takes it. Toughly contested shot, and Remstad, nice. South Lyon by 22 with 2 minutes to play in the third. Being brought to you by the historic South Lyon Hotel and Kim Champ Real Estate Specialist. 248-417-0737 or at kimchamp.com. Best in the area when it comes to real estate, Kim Champ. And really the hotel for that matter too. If you're looking for some great food and great service, you really can only count on the South Lyon Hotel. Great new menu to check out this winter. Tim Richards at the line for East hits the first. Lions now at 7 team fouls. (48-28), Lions by 20. Oh, Remstad wasn't looking. Tried to sneak a bounce pass in there to him and turned over. Last touch by South Lyon will be East ball. With exactly 90 seconds left in this third quarter on February 6th, 2015. I'd like to remind everyone to check us out on Facebook at Kensington Lake Sports. And of course, KLS-TV.com for all your local high school sports coverage. 1:10 remaining third quarter. 48-28, Lions lead it. Nice rebound there by 34. Supersinski comes away with that board. And they get him with their travel. He was trying to get the pass out. It got blocked right back into his hands. Three-point attempt, no good. And Super looks to be hurt behind the play. And we'll have to see as the South Lyon East trainer will come out. We have her as Melissa Anderson. South Lyon Community Schools always has phenomenal trainers. Of course, we got the legendary Lori Johnson over at South Lyon High School. But we are over east tonight, so we will have Melissa Anderson. 37.9 left to play in the third quarter. Lions leading it 48-28. We'll be back after the injury timeout. Luke Trent at the line for the Cougars. If East is going to have any chance here in the fourth quarter, they've got to start digging into this Lion lead. And missing free throws is not going to help, but the putback will by number 24, Trent Willenborg. 48-30 with 31.1 left in the third. Being brought to you by the South Lyon Hotel and Kim Champ Real Estate Specialist. KimChamp.com. 248-417-0737. Tell her Kensington Lake Sports sent you. 18 seconds and counting. Lions will be in no hurry in a foul on Willenborg. At the line for the Lions, misses the front end. 8 seconds and counting in this third quarter. And nobody home on that pass. Right to Linda Bowman, one of the assistant principals here at South Lyon East High School. Some of you old timers over at South Lyon will remember Linda. She's now over here at East. And that's going to do it for the third quarter of play. Your score, South Lyon 48, South Lyon East 30. We'll be back with the final quarter of play here at South Lyon East High School in a moment. Fourth quarter of play here at South Lyon East High School. We're just underway. 48-30 your score. Lions lead it. South Lyon in the navy and gold. South Lyon East in the home white, with the black trim and black numbers. Newman whistled for the travel. This fourth quarter of play being brought to you by the New Hudson Inn. The New Hudson Inn is Oakland County's oldest building, operating since 1831. With daily specials and a fantastic menu, you've got to have their bacon cheeseburger. I would vote it the best around. The New Hudson Inn, great food, good people. Make sure you tell them KLSTV.com sent you. And also Bob's Barber and Styling, 486-0808. Walk-ins are always welcome at Bob's. Bob has a new and very talented staff on hand, and not to mention, he's the official stylist of Kensington Lake Sports Television. He has been a staple of the South Lyon community for over 25 years. Bob's Barber and Styling, 486-0808. As Joey Newman is at the line. Leaves it off the front. Lions get the rebound though, and they really will be in no hurry As you'll see throughout this quarter, there is no shot clock in high school basketball in the state of Michigan. Just under 7 minutes to go in the fourth. Lions leading it by 17, 49-32. Lions in search of that second division win tonight. Three ball from the corner, no good. And a foul. .34, 6:40 and counting to play, fourth quarter. Lions leading East in this second matchup of the season. South Lyon East winning the first one by 1 point back in January. And honestly, one of the best games we've ever broadcast. Atmosphere and just game overall wise. To have both the teams from South Lyon involved was an added bonus. This one not so much as a close one, as South Lyon really has jumped out to a lead and has not really looked back. 49-34. This fourth quarter play being brought to you again by the New Hudson Inn and Bob's Barber and Styling, 486-0808. Bob's always never turns away walk-ins. I mean, unless they're sold out in there. So you can walk in at Bob's too. Long three-point attempt, in and out. Nice look at it for Willenborg there. And you gotta watch it in. That's all right. Youngster Nick Flynn, brought up from JV earlier this year, and he's got a lot of good experience on the floor since coming up. It's been a little bit of a rebuilding year for South Lyon. And the Doug Host-led Lions, they not used to being where they are, that's for sure, which is at the bottom of the KLAA Central. With a win here today, they would be able to get tied with South Lyon East and Livonia Stevenson with 2 wins in the division. Which could be big leading into the KLAA tournament coming up later this month. Foul whistled on 44, Tim Richards. Lead again for South Lyon. 51-36, 5:25 to play in the fourth. On February 6, 2015. Basket's waved off and a foul called. Plenty of those as both teams have hit the 10 mark now. Double bonus for both. Luke Trent at the line for the Cougars, hits the first. quarter of play being brought to you by Bob's Barber and Styling. Bob's been in the community for over 25 years. Walk-ins always welcome. 486-0808. Great people there over at Bob's Barber and Styling. And also the new Hudson Inn. Oakland County's oldest building, operating since 1831. They have a great bacon cheeseburger, probably not all that well for your cholesterol, but definitely worth it. Worth the 45 minutes on the treadmill to work it off out there at the new Hudson Inn. Good people, good food. 5:10 left to play in the fourth. 53-37, Lions lead it. Jalen Neer called for the travel. Didn't know what we were going to get there. Three-point attempt, too strong. East keeps possession. Trent with it on the right side. Loose ball for a moment, picked back up by East. Three-pointer, no good. Comes right back to him. SWAT City as Trent was able to follow his own rebound. Under 4.5 to go now, fourth quarter. Lions lead it 53-37. A hard foul there. Scoopin tried to take it to the rack. .421 remaining now in the fourth. Lions will look to add to their 16-point lead. Scoopin hits the first. Misses the second, rebounded by 24, Trent Willenborg. Three-point attempt, partially blocked, sorry, and Luke Trent trying to go back up with it. .54-39. Newman brings it up in a whistle. Travel called. And the crowd loves it here on the visiting Lions sideline. Joe Newman brings it up for South Lyon. Remstad will be fouled. Oh, I'm sorry, that's near. 3:06 left to play in the fourth. Lions leading it 56-39. Again, we'd like to mention our fourth quarter sponsors. The New Hudson Inn, located at the Five-Way there in New Hudson since 1831. And of course, Bob's Barber and Styling, 486-0808. Bob's Barber and Styling, a staple of the South Lyon community for over 25 years. .210 remaining to play in this fourth quarter. Nice moves from near to the rack. 58-41, under 2 to go now in the fourth. Joe Newman brings it up. They're in no hurry. Lions leading it by 17. 1:47 left and counting in this fourth quarter on February 6, 2015. South Lyon will improve to 2-6 in the KLAA Central. 3-10 overall. South Lyon East will fall to 2-6 in the KLAA Central. And 4-9 overall. These guys have a couple more weeks left of the regular season before the conference tournament. Both teams have improved throughout the season. We'll have to see what these guys will have for us come tournament time. And a whistle for the travel on number 3, Jay Reed. Just a minute 5 remaining in this fourth. The New Hudson Inn and Bob's Barber and Styling bring you this fourth quarter. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors for another fantastic year. KLS-TV.com, bringing you local sports. Matt Boyer on camera. I'm Dan Pelchat. As we're wrapping up this final minute here at East High School. Nice play there by number 4, Kyle Ziegler, to break up that pass. Lions leading at 58-41. Kids diving around for loose balls with 26 seconds left in a not really competitive game. You gotta love to see that. 100% effort all the way through. Mojaika at the line, misses the second, but he hit the first. Makes it 58-42, 20 seconds left to play in this fourth quarter. "12 seconds now. 10 seconds and the Lions will dribble it out. And a foul. So I guess they won't. 6.9 left. Lions will head to the line. To 42 with 5 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Lions are going to go on to win it. Shot partially blocked. Put back no good. Your final score on February 6th, 2015 from South Lyon East High School. The South Lyon Lions 60. The South Lyon East Cougars 42. For Matt Boyer on camera, I'm Dan Pelchak. Remember folks, it's a great day to be living in America, and we'll see you next time.